Hi guys, it's Mitch here. I'm just coming on to do the card Facebook reveals for you all. So if you were drawn to card 1, you have got the energy coming here of Cosmos and Opportunity. This is a really cool card. This is like the equivalent of the world in the tarot. So opportunities are starting to sort of knock at your door. Now, if you feel like things have been a little bit stagnant, if you feel like you've lost your place in the world or you're not really sure where you're aiming for, hold on tight and stay focused, because this card is wanting to come in and really shake everything up. So if things have felt a little bit stagnated and just going a little bit slow, everything is going to start to click into place. It's almost like pieces of a jigsaw puzzle or like pieces of Lego that have just felt like they've been missing or just not flowing. Everything's going to start to click in. I've had it this morning with some beautiful clients, and what it's done is it's opened up doors of opportunity. So straight away something else has kind of unfolded off the back of that. I've had other bookings coming in, and it's a little bit like a sort of domino effect, like a chain reaction. So it's just finding those sort of missing pieces of the puzzle, and then everything can start to flow around. And I've been able to start to collaborate with some amazing people that I wouldn't have even known about if it wasn't for somebody else. So it's almost like somebody introduces somebody else, and then someone else comes into your pathway. And in my personal world, that's how my sort of stuff is starting to all flow. So for yourself, it could be collaborations with outsiders or other people. It could be more sort of, personal kind of opportunities that are available and just different things coming in. But now is the time to harness everything that you truly want to go for, because it's all coming good. So don't give up. I had it a couple of days ago where I was ready to walk away from my work because I was just having a funny 5 minutes, and I just felt like I had enough of it all and different things. And it's just sometimes being self-employed gets you really overwhelmed a little bit, and it is sometimes hard to constantly show up, to constantly keep the focus. And I think we're all human, and we all get a little bit of a wobble from time to time. I don't think I know any sort of reader or healer that hasn't had a wobble here and there. And I just had a little bit of a mini one, and I was just like, oh, I'm just going to get a normal admin job and do it from home or something like that. But then, all these things happened and opened up, and it was like, no, Mitch, this is where you're meant to be. And sometimes when we get those wobbles, Spirit will come in with something, or they'll offer us something, or they'll give us an opportunity in some way to remind us, however hard, however frustrating maybe it gets, this is the reasons why you're here, this is why you're doing what you're doing. And straight away it was a bit of a kick for me, and it was like, come on, get your head out your ass, get back in the game, and let's move forward. So I think for some of us this week, this is going to happen on a personal level for you guys. So be ready, take those opportunities. You've also got this lovely sort of owl here. So harness everything, but keep it on your terms. Feed into the higher power that you have, the wisdom of everything before you agree to things, because you also don't want to have all these great opportunities come along, but then sort of say yes to everything and think all of a sudden, oh my God, why have I done that? So no, it's okay to have the opportunities, but it's also okay to be selective with what you say yes and no to. Don't spread yourself too thin, because sometimes it can go from one energy to another, and it becomes a bit like all or nothing. So keep it on your terms, guys. But pink coming in here with the flower, all about the heart vibration. So the experiences are going to be of a heart-based energy. So fabulous card for you. Right then, guys, if you've been drawn to card 2, we're going into the energy of lavender and peace. Now, it could be for some of you that have been drawn to this card, you've been battling forms of illness. There's a lot of people that are ill at the moment, not just with COVID, but with various things that I keep sort of seeing. A lot of people are just having general fatigue and just feeling a little bit out of sorts and just not firing quite at their best. Also, there's a lot of ongoing energy shifts around us, which obviously if you're sensitive, that does have an impact and that does play a part. But peace is wanting to come into your life. Now, what I love about lavender is it's such a powerful kind of flower or plant, in the sense that, if you struggle with sleep, you can put some lavender oil on your temples or underneath your pillow, and it's a really good way to just sort of digest and to feel calm. And lavender is great if you're stressed, if you're holding on to anxieties, if you're holding on to traumas, or just things that are kind of making you feel very irritable, lavender is great. So you can burn it. I use lavender a lot in my sort of incense sort of smudge sticks. I normally combine it with rosemary because I grow it in my garden, and it's a lovely way to just bring about some calming influence and some calming energy. So if you feel like you've been getting disrupted, whether it's through sleep or just mental mind or physically disrupted, whatever's going on, peace is coming in. So this is about things becoming a lot more grounded, a lot more settled, a lot more balanced for you. And maybe you are somebody that has been overdoing it and you need to actually rest and recharge in order to kind of to get the peace, because sometimes obviously if we are you know, doing too many things, or you know, spreading ourselves too widely to stuff, again we're going to struggle to get that peace, because sometimes we need to say no. I had it the other day where I took a weekend off Facebook and all of my social platforms. I just needed a weekend which was away from everything else, just to rest, just to recharge, and that was so peaceful for me, because I needed that, because sometimes it can just get too much. So don't ever feel it's you know, a crime or a bad thing if that needs to happen. So hope this makes sense for you, but do what's needed to restore peace within your personal world. But it's definitely coming, guys. Now then, they always give me with this deck a card which I can never pronounce. So as we're going into card 3, we're going into, now I think I'm saying this right, osteoporosis. It sounds like a bloody Harry Potter sort of spell word. Osteospermio, is that right? Probably not. But you know, this one is transformation. I'm going to hold that close so you can hopefully read that yourself, because I've probably pronounced that completely wrong. You know me and my dyslexia. But transformation, this is almost like the phoenix rising from the flames. Look at the colours in that flower. Beautiful oranges and, you know, almost golden energy there. Transformation, like I say, it's about if you've been feeling lost, if you've been feeling low, if you've been feeling down and out, this is a time to transform and almost neutralize your energy. I always see transformation a little bit like the sort of the card of strength in the tarot. Whatever problems, whatever obstacles or challenges you're facing or you're up against, yes, they might be heavy going, yes, they might weigh you down briefly, they might feel quite intrusive, but at some point you get back up and you realize that you are stronger, you are so much more than the problem or the obstacle or the blockage itself, and you have the power within you to transform and to find that way to move forward. And she looks like she means business within this card. She looks like a spiritual kind of warrior who's not going to take any kind of crap from anybody. And that's basically what this card is about. It's about being that spiritual warrior and, you know, not giving up. And if you are being faced with something that feels like it's never ending, you have the power to transform, to break away from that concept, that mindset, that way of being. You know, it's one of those things, isn't it? Whatever we buy our energy into rewards us with a particular type of experience. And if you don't like the experience that you're buying into, transform, change it. You have the power to do so. So move forward, my lovelies, and you will find that greater wisdom, greater magic, a higher vibration, a higher way of living life becomes obtainable for you. So really interesting cards this week, really cool cards. Going to leave them with you. Stay safe, stay well, and I will catch up with some of you lovelies very soon. Take care. Bye for now.